Teachers and students can not only learn, but receive a first-hand experience of the influence of different cultures in the classrooms, such as games, food, and celebrations from other cultures. Family involvement with the students and their schooling is important to the success of kids in class. At home, students and parents can study together, making learning fun since parents know their children and their study habits well.
Multicultural activities can help students engage with one another's cultures. An example of one would be to ask students to bring an item from their culture, such as a food item or traditional clothes. As a teacher, using diverse curricular classroom materials can create an inclusive environment. Teachers can include books for students that are in different languages or books with many different cultures. Generalizing students by a specific race, gender, or sexual orientation can be dangerous for effective teaching. It is best to view students as individuals with specific traits rather than placing them in a box.
We can promote understanding and harmony through cultural pluralism, integrated pluralism, encouraging a mix of opinions and viewpoints, and by providing a variety of role models from different ethnic groups in the school. We can combat racism by reforming the curriculum, which includes understanding origins of racism, rewriting textbooks that teach about racism, and by having multicultural classrooms. Consequences of predilection. Predilection is the most normal form of group exclusion, based on preference for familiar. It begins with mildly hostile relationships and can turn into racism, prejudice, and discrimination.
So let's recap. Maintaining a culturally and socially responsive environment in the classroom is one of the most important ways to ensure children receive an equitable and diverse education. It's important to touch base on things that separate us from a cultural standpoint, such as the foods we eat, the games we play, as well as the celebrations we have. Another important idea to keep in mind is how much we involve the families in the classroom. Suggesting activities like performing experiments at home for science classes or using colorful socks to help with counting and math will pave the way for great parent-child relationships and a better performing student.
It is essential to create a culturally diverse classroom that represents and reflects your students. Incorporating fun activities that involve the student's culture, heritage, and background can help make your classroom more tolerant and understanding. Eliminating stereotypes by embracing one another's cultures but not letting it separate the students will also contribute to a more positive learning environment.
We can make a culturally inclusive classroom by engaging in activities that culminate the viewpoints and opinions of the entire class. Bringing in role models from the students' communities will make the classroom more relatable and bring a sense of harmony. In combating racism, it's important to emphasize positive reinforcement in areas that we can affect because of the weight that it holds in our lives.